You ever finished watching a movie and just sat there wondering like, and that's what I did. So today I watched 3 of the weirdest movies I ever seen. Not gonna lie, let's not waste no time. Let's just get it started. So boom, we start with a girl named Gemma. You know, just an elementary teacher teaching her kids. And we got Tom. He's with Gemma. We all know how I get. It's time to move. We trying to get a new house. And they meet this dude named Martin. Martin, he's a little bit strange. He's weird. And I can't lie, Martin might have one of the smoothest accents I ever heard. Check it out.
Gemma and Tom. Lovely to meet you.
There's Martin. I'm with Tom with this one. He's kind of suspicious of Martin right now. He's saying, yeah, we can get a tour of the house tomorrow. And Gemma was like, yeah, let's do it today. I'm not gonna lie, that decision will end up changing her life. So Gemma and Tom, they follow Martin to this neighborhood where the house is gonna be, called Yonder. Actually, it's better when Martin says it.
Yonder.
And Martin has the audacity to come out the car looking like these. Come on, bro. This is not how you introduce yourself to people, man. This is kind of weird. You lucky Tom wasn't black, because he would have destroyed you. So we walk into the house. It's a chill crib. You know, got the paintings of the house, which is weird. Got the bed with clothes. But then they all go look at the backyard. And Martin just leaves. Like, yes, he disappeared and left. So what every smart person does, they leave too. I can give them props for that. But they look at their phone and they have no signal all of a sudden, which is crazy. But then they're driving straight, but they keep going straight. Tom tripping. He like, hey man, give me the wheel. Let me drive, bro. You suck. Then Tom gets the wheel. And look at these houses too. You should have already known when you came into the neighborhood. This is weird. And they drive around for the whole night until they just go back to the house and they have no other choice but to stay there. So they sleep there, which is actually crazy. I would even sleep there. I'll probably sleep in the car. But in the morning, Tom and Gemma have the bright idea to get the ladder and go up top of the house. And Tom goes up there, but he sees a million houses. And this dude, Tom, is in pure shock. So Tom has the bright method to just follow the sun, which is actually a good method. This is why I respect Tom. Hopping gates, hopping fences, by the way, in one run. But they find a house with light. And it turns out it's just the house they were at in the morning. So this is how they know they're in a loop. Martin did something to them. So they go back in the house and they see something at the front door, and it's just a box filled with everything they need to survive, including milk, Q-tips, and I don't know what that is. I think that's lamb chops. So Tom has the bright idea to just light the house on fire, and this is why I respect Tom. So Gemma and Tom fall asleep outside watching the house burn, and they wake up to another box, but besides food, besides water, it's an actual baby. Then they look to their left and the house is there again, so they know they're not tripping. It's actually something happening. So they wake up in the morning and the kid is about 6-7 years old, and I'm not gonna lie, this does not sound like a kid. Hear his voice.
There must be some way out of here. Everywhere has a way out.
Shut your bitch ass up, I'll beat your ass.
And then the kid just starts mimicking them, like real good. Like he's been practicing this for 8 years and he's only 7. And then the kid goes around barking like a dog. If it was me or Tom, this kid would already be destroyed. But we cut back to Tom just smoking a cigarette, sitting down, being normal, while the kid just watches. And bro had the audacity to just throw the cigarette off the kid, and it hits the grass and all the grass just goes away. So this is where Tom starts thinking, what if I just dig all this up? Which he did. But one night, Gemma and Tom, they just dance to some music while the kid comes up and starts dancing too, and pushes Tom, and Tom does the right thing. He hits the kid with a running power slam like Braun Strowman did to Roman Reigns. And we can obviously see that Tom doesn't like that Gemma is nice to the kid. And you know what happens? He traps the kid in the car and goes back in the house and tells Gemma to stay, don't touch the kid. And you know what Gemma does? Gets the kid out the car and goes in the house. And when Tom comes back in the house and sees them two, I can't even blame him. Look at the look on his face. He is disgusted. But we all obviously know that this is not a real child. So Gemma asks the kid, what do you do all day? And straight up, the kid just shows him who he's seen, and he turns into a demon. His neck starts popping out, and this would be the ultimate opportunity to just slice the neck off that kid. And fast forward a few days, this dude is a grown man, so there's no point in killing him now. He can fight back. This is a failed opportunity from Gemma. We already seen Tom try to do it. Gemma, you sold. And we're at the point that Tom, he's getting sick. His body can't move. He can't even shower by himself. So while the grown-up kid, he's not even the kid. Now I can't even call him a kid, but I will. But while the kid, he goes to work or something, Gemma tries to follow him, and he disappears. Yes, like he's straight up gone. And while Tom is digging, he finds a body. Yes, a body all the way under there. And when Gemma and Tom get back together, they try to open the door and it's locked. So bro really is watching TV and locked him out the house. Should've just killed him while he was a kid. But then after being locked out that long, Tom sadly dies. Rest in peace, Tom, who's the only real character in this movie. And the kid has the audacity to just bring out a body bag and put Tom in it. And you won't believe where he put him. Down the hole. So Tom basically dug his own grave, which is insane. So the next morning, while Gemma sleeps in the car, the kid is walking to work. Her brain starts working. She gets the pickaxe and hits dude straight in the noggin. And she goes for the second hand. Bro moves out the way. And then he goes under the sidewalk. And she looks inside. It's like a cat in a hat house. And she decides to go in there. And she starts falling through holes and seeing other people in the same house going through it like she was. And she eventually comes back inside the same universe, coming outside the house and just falling to her knees, knowing it's her time. She's next. She's about to be with Tom. And guess where the kid puts her? Down the same hole with Tom. And not gonna lie, the kid did what he needed to do. He eliminated the parents. So now he gets some gas, from I don't know where and hops into their car. And then we see Martin again. Yeah, welcome back, Martin. And not gonna lie, everybody's dying now. So Martin died. He puts him in a body bag. And now the dots start connecting in my head. Probably your head too. That the kid, he is Martin. And then we see the next couple coming in looking for the house. It's over for them. So we start in the suburbs, probably somewhere in the A, not Atlanta, Arlington. And of course, it's Arlington, so things don't go right. And at 2:17 in the morning, 17 kids start leaving their crib and start running. It's like that one loving dog with food, water, everything he dreamed for. And right when that door opens, he's gone. But there's this one kid named Alex. He didn't go nowhere. He decided he loved his life. He's gonna stay inside. Then we have the teacher named Justine, who all the parents hate for some reason. Like she took the kids. Why would she want all the kids? And she tries to explain herself at the school and nobody listens. They actually try to follow her, which somebody did. She got a no-caller ID and everything. This is crazy. She's even at home and somebody rings the doorbell. She looks outside and it's no one. Until she looks at her car and somebody put witch on it. It would have been over for the whole world if somebody did that to me. And she's with this cop named Paul. He's actually a loser, but he's still trying to figure out how all the kids were missing too, because that's his job. But Justine has the bright idea to just follow Alex home and see what's happening. Yeah, but that's completely normal, right? You just follow a little kid home. We all do that. But she knocks on the door and nobody answers. And she looks on the windows and it's all newspapers, like it's abandoned. But dude just walked in there. So she also has a bright idea, which nobody should do this, to go into his backyard and look through one of the holes of the newspapers to see if he's in there. And when she looks in there, she sees two people just sitting on the couch doing nothing, staring at nothing, like they're dead, but they're not. But she went to the store to get some drinks again, and some girl just runs up on her, and not like she automatically a school threat for how she approached her. And it turns out this is Paul's wife. Yes, come on now, Paul. But back at home, it's nighttime, so she goes to sleep. And with everything she's been going through, she's gonna have a bad dream, and that's what happens. And she spawns in her classroom with all the kids ready to play 7-Up, including Alex. And Alex picks up his head, and he starts smiling, looking like the Joker, but a more goofier one. And she wakes up to another old grandma looking at her like the Joker too. But in the morning, she decides to wake up and do one of her worst decisions again, to follow the kid home again. Justine decides to stay in front of his house for the whole day, and not just the whole day, the whole night too. So she falls asleep in her car, and you can see the door just open, not by a human, by a demon. And the lady with a knife just walks towards the car, walking funky, and she gets in the car with her and cuts a piece of her hair off. Yes, that's obviously normal. Things like that happen to us all the time. Then we get introduced to Archer, aka Thanos. And Archer, he lost his kid. His kid was one of the kids that was living a good life and decided to just leave the house in the morning. And he's actually one of the smart parents trying to figure out where his kid went, watching the security tapes, asking the police. He's doing everything he can. W Dad Award. But it turns out he was the one that put witch on her car and was watching her the whole time. So sadly, I'm about to take that award away and turn you into a school threat. And Archer's also having bad dreams too. It made me spill all my orange juice watching this. But in the morning, he started putting clues together, realizing where his kid went. But at the gas station, he finds Justine. And this was two Karens about to have a crazy battle. Until the principal of the school, Derek Henry's Justine. His name is Marcus Smart. That's what we're gonna call him. He even going under the cars to try to get Justine. This dude is crazy. But we go back to Paul. Yes, the loser. And while he's doing his police duties, he finds some dude named James, the GOAT. And Paul immediately gets James. Probably top 5 worst criminals ever. And Paul asks James, do you have anything sharp on you before I search you? James says no. This dude lied straight to his face. I can't blame him. I'd do the same thing if I was in his shoes. And bro realized his dash cam was on. Rookie mistake. You can't be doing that when you're trying to knock somebody smooth out. And he tells James, hey man, I'll let you free, but you can't tell nobody about this. The next day at the police department, he comes outside and he sees James walking towards there. And the first thing he does, he get in that cop car and goes right for him. But now we finna learn about James and why he was going over there. So we open with James trying to rob everybody and going through everybody's cars, seeing if it's left unlocked. But after that incident with Paul, he finds Alex's house trying to rob them. But he goes in the back and sneaks in through the window, realizing nobody's there. So he started taking pillows and sheets and everything until he see two parents just sitting there. That's what Justine seen, but they aren't doing nothing. So James doesn't really care and gets back to robbing, stealing forks and spoons. And then he goes in the basement and you won't believe who's in there. All 17 of those kids that ran away in the morning. And James does the smart thing. He scrambles out of there immediately. And James sees a sign where it says $50,000 reward if you find all the kids. He basically found them, so this is why he went back to the police station. And Paul chases James in the woods. And James sees that same old lady that jump scared Justine, me, you, and Archer. And he hides in a tent and he thinks the grandma is going after him, but it's really Paul, and he stabs dude right in the cheek, not that cheek. And James tells Paul everything he needs to know before he blows his head smooth off. And you know what? Paul and James, they go straight to the house. Paul makes the wrong decision stepping into the house, leaving James in the car all night. So we all know what happened to Paul. He's now a demon. He got possessed. But now we need to know what happened to the principal and why he attacked Justine. So he's in his office and somebody has a meeting for him. It's the strange grandma that was in the woods
that jump scared everybody, including me, you, Archer. and Justine.
And it turns out she's the one that's been taking care of Alex. And at home, the principal gets a door knock, and it is the grandma. And she does a spell on Marcus, ringing this bell, and Marcus eliminates his boyfriend. Happy Pride Month. And then the grandma, she gets Justine's old hair. Remember that demon that walked out the house and stole her hair? Yes. Gets that, snaps it, and Marcus is after her now. And Justine gets away as Marcus is chasing her. And while Marcus is chasing her, he gets ran over. But Justine and Archie meet at the hospital, and they have a plan to go get Alex and try to find his son too. So now we finally get to see what happened to the kids. As it turns out, the grandma's name is Aunt Gladys, and this might be the most goofiest ending ever. The kids chase Aunt Gladys. But come on, bro, I'm turning this off. Nah, I can't lie. When this movie was announced, I thought it was gonna be a banger. I thought it was gonna be top 5. But when I watched it and wasted an hour and 45 minutes of my life, take this off of Netflix now. So we start off with this football player named Cameron Cade. Yeah, he's gonna be the #1 overall draft pick. You know, he's one of those. And he doesn't even really like football for real. His family believes he's destined to be the best. Every college is watching him and expects for him to be the next Patrick Mahomes. But one night, he's out there practicing on the football field, you know, trying to get better. And somebody just smacks him in the head, randomly, for no reason. And he suffered a very gruesome injury. And now all the scouts stop calling, the colleges, they stop looking at him, and he loses all his confidence like Ben Simmons. Until an old NFL player, a legend, the GOAT, Isaiah White. He's not just the GOAT in this world. The fans, they treat him like a god. They treat him like LeBron James. Everybody praises him. Every football player, every athlete, they dream of becoming Isaiah White. Facts. And Isaiah White, he likes Cameron Cade. He wants to take him under his wing. And Isaiah White personally invites Cameron Cade to train with him in his private compound. His crib is in the area where Yeet did his music video. But Cameron, he accepts that immediately. He believes this is their chance to save his career. It's like being drafted by the Brooklyn Nets and then traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. You won. But when we get to Isaiah's house, it's not even a home. It's like a private training facility hidden away from the world. The people that work there, they don't even talk. Cameron, he uses his brain. He started noticing strange rituals that don't even seem related to football. People start talking about sacrificing yourself and keep repeating things about greatness, and it's greater than human. But Isaiah White and Cameron Cade, they start working out, and the workouts, they become brutal. But we start figuring out the truth about Isaiah White. Basically,
He's a demon.
he sacrificed himself, and he's trying to sacrifice Cameron next. And Cameron starts realizing that he's not himself no more. He can't even think. But at the end, he kills everybody. That's why I said this movie is trash. I seen The Vision, but I don't think The Vision seen me. But yeah, out of all 3 of the movies, which one was your favorite? I can tell you mine. It was none. But make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you next year.
I got money now for a rich bitch, for a bro.